He'll hand off, left side run, Akers up the middle, into the end zone, touchdown LA, the rookie with a finger roll over the goalpost as he takes it in from 5.
All right, it's another episode of Coach Speak presented by Samsung QLED. We are now in the divisional round of the playoffs where the Los Angeles Rams go in as the underdogs to Lambeau Field. Coach Sean McVay, thank you for joining another episode of Samsung QLED Coach Speak.
All right, man. It's always good to see you. Yeah, it's exciting to be here. Underdog for another week, and we like that role.
Yeah, let's talk first about the win in Seattle real quick. You guys win that game. You do it under some wild conditions with an injury to the quarterback, Jared Goff filling in, and the defense really leading the way with Cam Akers carrying the ball as well. What was the reaction in the locker room after just a couple weeks ago, those guys, they were smoking cigars and wearing ball caps, excited about a division championship?
Yeah, I think guys were excited. I think there was a motivation, there was an expectation to go up there and get the win while we knew, it was going to be a tough, hard, physical fought game. And I thought we showed toughness. I thought the 2 turnovers were the key to the game, Peter. For us to be able to turn those 2 turnovers into 14 points with Darius's pick 6, and then, Samson Ebukam getting the punch out and Micah Kiser recovering on the punt that ends up leading to the Robert Woods touchdown. That was big. You mentioned it. Defense has really been so strong, and it's why they've been the best unit in the league in a lot of different categories, but the most important is the scoring. I've been so pleased with them. They've really scored a lot. You look at the amount of touchdowns that they've scored, later on in the year, it's been unbelievable. And then, Cam Akers certainly carried the load offensively, and I thought the offensive line did an outstanding job.
Yeah, and the Seahawks offense is one thing. The Packers offense is an entirely different one. Aaron Rodgers might be the MVP. Davante Adams might be the top wide receiver in this league. When you saw that's how it was going to shake out, do you rise to that challenge, or is this one where you're up all night wondering, how am I going to stop these two?
Yeah, no, I think you're excited. As a competitor, you love those ops. And, you don't necessarily raise your level of play, but you love an opportunity to compete against what's known as the best. And I think you mentioned it. I don't think there's any doubt that Aaron's the MVP of the league. Davante has, been the best receiver in the league. And they've been the best offense in the league. And that's what, you love. You got a 5-star matchup, our defense versus their offense. And, there's still 2 other phases with special teams and our offense versus their defense. So we're excited about it. I know those guys relish the opportunity to be able to compete against the best. And I think we got a couple guys that would say they're the best too, so they got to go against us.
Yeah, and the head coach on that team is Matt LaFleur, who you know quite well. Can you just tell the guys and gals watching this right here, your relationship, how far you guys go back, and what it means to be facing him in a playoff game in the NFC?
Yeah, Matt's one of my best friends, and so we've known each other. We've been really close ever since we worked together in Washington starting in 2010, and have stayed connected. He was obviously the OC out here in the first year that we were all out here in the 17 season, did a great job. We keep in touch all the time, and I think for us to be in a position like this is a blessing. It is about the Rams versus the Packers, but, I think, we would both say we want to come away with this win, and our friendship has nothing to do with this. We're going to go try to give it our best shot no matter what.
2 quick questions, then we'll wrap it up from here. My first question, Aaron Donald, he left the game with a rib injury. I know it's early in the week. Do we expect to see him on the field going up there and rushing the passer and Aaron Rodgers?
The Terminator will be ready.
Terminator. I like that. The second one I got is about, of course, Jalen Ramsey and Davante Adams. I know you don't want to give any strategy away, and defensive coordinator Brandon Staley might be in the lab working on it right now, but to see what Jalen has done to guys like DeAndre Hopkins and to DK Metcalf now 3 different times, it's hard for us in the media not to get excited about this one-on-one matchup. How do you anticipate that going down, and do you think Jalen is up for the challenge?
Oh, yeah, I definitely think so. And I think Jalen has tremendous respect for Davante. The one thing about Davante, I think Matt does a great job moving him around, but this is a guy that can run by you. He can work edges on you at the line of scrimmage. He's got aggressive hands. He can run after the catch. He can track the ball down the field. There's nothing that this guy can't do. He's as complete a receiver as there is. He's got the size. He's got the strength. So, his production speaks for itself. I think there'll definitely be some opportunities to be able to see those guys go against one another. But we'll see exactly how, the game plan shakes out and how we feel like is the best way to utilize Jalen in a variety of different ways. But that'll be one to watch without a doubt. And, I think that's, the 2 best at their position this year without a doubt.
You know, you've coached in a Super Bowl, you've coached, you've opened stadiums, you've coached in all these big games. A playoff game in Lambeau Field, it's got to be pretty cool. You're a student of the game, you love the history. Is there going to be a moment there when you're walking out on the frozen tundra saying, wow, this is pretty cool?
Yeah, I think you appreciate it. I think it's a shame, because of what this year's entailed, that there's only going to be 6,000 or whatever fans it is. I mean, that's one of the things you've missed. I'm not too sad about not having to use our silent cadence, but there still is an element of how much energy and what a great atmosphere those fans help create. But to be in a caliber of game like this at Lambeau against the 1 seed, there's a lot of special things, but it's the next one for us. We're looking forward to the opportunity to see if we can punch our ticket to the Final Four, and we know it's going to take a great effort.
Coach, we wish you a ton of luck. Get back to the boardroom, get back in the lab, and get back to figuring out a way to get this team past the Packers and into the NFC Championship. Thanks so much for doing this. On behalf of Samsung QLED, another episode of Coach Speak. Let's go, Coach.
You're the man. Appreciate it, Peter.